Hello, Aries. Happy April 2019. Wow. I forgot to plug in my mic, so I had to restart. But I laid the cards out facing you guys, so I'll tilt the camera so you can see the table. But what an interesting March, okay? So March for me, at this March 1st, someone passed away. And then within the community of where a family member, and I had to go back east. And then within the community here, in the middle of the month, someone that's well known in the community for martial arts, qigong, tai chi, all of that passed away. And then just other incidents too. And yeah, March came in very powerful, and I'm sure for a lot of people, and we just have to appreciate our lives and so on. But today is April 1st, and I think it's also April Fool's Day, and not at the risk of sounding corny, but Fool Day is fun, but the only way you can be foolish is not appreciate your life truly, and just making this month as great as you can. So what I did was I laid out the cards. We have for Aries, we have the Knight of Swords, we have Six of Wands. Okay, so what I was saying before I remembered, hey, my mic isn't plugged in, feeling like you're in a rush to do something or get something done or to make something better than it is. Okay, and you want to do all these great things because it's a celebration. Something big is coming up that you want to get done. Okay. And it's important to you. And you got to remember your Ace of Wands. You got to remember your strength. Okay. Just remember your strength, and, you have that power to get things done. So it's not hard for you. You have the ability to make things happen. Okay. And to manifest it. Now, your past is all about that divine connection, and it, or just having a sense of power, your own sense of power. So you naturally have that as a fire sign, and that's very powerful. Okay. Ooh, so you can see the layout of the cards here, and what can ground you is planning ahead. We have the Three of Wands here. And what I'm feeling for you is planning ahead, knowing where you're going, having a backup plan, really seeing things through, and really having different ways of communicating. I want to flip this over to the chart. So as much as you're going to create, this month is all about healing. So it could be healing for you and healing for others. So whatever you're doing, it's going to be on a large spectrum because you're close to the IC, which is the part in the chart that has to do with the home. And a lot of people are going to have a strong impact on situations that's dealing with the home, the fourth house. This is, what your home represents to you, your roots. Okay, this is the astrology part of it, but it's that planning ahead. Okay, so a lot of us are gonna experience this, even though it is, let me look at the chart, even though it's Taurus is in the fourth house with Uranus. Okay, and that Uranus energy is about power of awakening. So a lot of people are going to have a big awakening when it comes to family and home, tradition, values, what people value, what they don't value. And we, yesterday was the last day in March, and it went out with a bang as far as, life and death, and, a well-known rapper that I didn't know about. I'm ashamed to say I didn't know of him, but he was shot yesterday, and he was doing a lot of positive things, and it made me realize in the chart how and I don't know his zodiac sign because I didn't look into him or anything like that, but I will after this video. But Uranus is in the fourth house, and even though it's not even though Aries, it's a new moon in Aries that's coming up, so that's very powerful. That's going to affect 3 days before and even 5 days before. We'll feel that energy of planting a new seed and starting a new cycle, and what's that cycle is going to be like, right? So even though Aries is in the 3rd house, in Gemini's house of communication, and with Chiron in Aries being in the 3rd house with the sun and the moon, that's why we're having the new moon, and we're in Aries season. So being so close to the IC, the 4th house, we're going to be learning about a house of a home, really, right? So what does a home mean to you? What does house represents? And our roots, where we put them, and where they come from. So this is what I looked up on it, and it talks about how we feel and how we view the concept of our home and our mother. You know, a mother is nurturing; they care for us, they keep us focused and help us to grow. And it doesn't have to be a mother in the literal sense, is what this says. Okay, it doesn't have to be that, but you know, we can find that within ourselves with someone else. It doesn't have to be the birth mother, right? So we know this. Our feelings towards tradition, the earth, history, parents and our parent relationships, our physical home structure, where we live. Like, is it chaotic? Is it peaceful? Can we be stronger than our chaos and our initial introduction to our life? Can we be stronger than that? Like how we nurture ourselves, what make us feel that we're home, right? So this new moon coming up and days leading up to that is going to make us feel that need for healing a broken heart. And one of my workshop is about that. So I'm going to bring this back up here, okay? Because I kind of want to have that interaction, okay? So the future is the King of Cups, is compassion. And since you're Aries, I knew that whatever card that I was going to lay out, it was going to have a very strong message, especially when there's a full moon or new moon of that sign coming up. There's always a strong message in that zodiac tarot reading that you watch on, you know, any channel. You're going to have some message is going to be that one truth, you know, for everyone to resonate on. So that King of Cups is that compassion leading to the future. So I was having a conversation with someone that's in Aries where they don't mind sharing their stuff, but they don't want people to keep asking them for something and then take advantage of the situation. So Aries are very giving, but they don't want to be taken advantage of. And they see that really clearly. I'm just going to lean back a little bit. Okay. So they don't want to be taken advantage of. And that's very powerful. We can learn a lot from Aries, because some people will view Aries as they're not giving. They are. They don't want to be taken advantage of. And, you know, they want to do it for the right reasons and not the wrong, right? So your past is the Ace of Cups, okay? And you take this message as divine energy in the deck. This represents God. This represents whoever created us, whatever you want to call that, that is, okay? You're not more powerful than it. I'm not more powerful than it, right? It is. And have that sense within you and know that that's with you and that you can overcome whatever it is that you're going through. And that's going to help give you the strength to go through it, because we just got through this Mercury retrograde. So the next one, see yourself as a star, okay? Knowing that you're on your life purpose and where you're going and what you want to do. So see yourself as a star and guide yourself to where it is that you want to go, okay? And, you know, other people might feel that you are trapped or have their own perception of you. This is the 8 of Swords. So gossip words on how you are, or maybe you're thinking of what other people are thinking of you. None of this really matters, but it does matter to us because we're social beings. But you have this strong ability to just put that in a box or put it on a shelf and say, it is what it is, but I still have my goal and I have to move forward. The fear, because this is upside down, the fear is that, and this is 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Coins. Okay, whichever one word you want to use. This is you being dedicated to your work, but maybe it won't come off, your fear of it not coming off as you initially want it to be, because you've put so much work into it. So don't worry about all of that. You know, make sure that you're working with people that generally care about the work that they do, that their energy can match your energy. Okay? And just have a very laid back approach to whatever it is that you're trying to get done. The Four of Staves is upside down. So it means like maybe not feeling comfortable being so open. Like some people are just naturally great at talking to people and not being shy and so on. So if you find that you feel this way, then find someone that can be your spokesperson, the person, you know, a greeter. You know, maybe you don't have to do everything just because you have the ability to. Maybe you can find someone else that is very talented in that and can do something that you don't have to devote your time to. It doesn't mean that you can't do it. You're just being smart about how you're using your time. So March is not so much about romantic love as much as it is about just keeping the balance of things and making sure that the necessity is good. Okay, so that's the energy of this month. I usually bring out this card deck, another card deck that I really like, John Holland, the psychic tarot for the heart. And since last month, March was like just remembering how much you love someone, like someone, respect someone, especially if you had anyone passed away in March. Oh, this just popped out. Believe and succeed is the card that fell out. Believe and succeed. Okay, so I just felt like I wanted to play with the heart, anything to do with the heart chakra. Okay, I just felt that was important. That would be something beautiful. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna read everything from the card, but this card is about, and I haven't messed with this deck in a while. I just haven't. That's just how it is, man. I haven't messed with this one. But I love that this message is about believing in yourself and succeeding, because especially I feel like it goes in line with the first card. Let me hold it like this. I feel like it goes in line, because I don't want to lose a page. I feel like it goes in line with the Six of Staves, which is like coming back from winning something or walking into a party, excuse me, where you're celebrated. So the fear of not being celebrated the way that you wish to be celebrated. But the card Believe and Succeed represents confidence, achievement, inspiration, and recognition. And I always mess up on this word. Recognition. I don't know why I always mess up with that. Okay, so this card talks about having faith within yourself. And when I pull this card, what it makes me think of is yourself, your friends, your spouse, especially someone that you intimately love. It's nice to have them believe in you. I was going to say they have to believe in you. They don't have to believe in you, but it's good to have someone believe in you. If they don't, then why are you with them? And I feel like this is saying, make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people that truly believe in you, and you have to know that you treat them well, because it can't be a one lane road and then you expect, people to give back that same energy that you want. You have to put that energy out there as well. So for this month, just see where you can succeed and how you can believe in yourself. And a great thing that I find is to already recognize that you've already succeeded already. Okay? And being grateful for the success that you've had already. I don't know. I just felt like I wanted to pull some more cards. And since April is like spring, I think of like planting seeds, like nature. And I think of what that means. So I got money and the law of attraction card, because it's money to me is like an energy of survival, of living comfortably, right? Of survival. But at the core of that is our true purpose and happiness. And you did get the star card about hopes and dreams and aspiration. And I like to look at that card as life purpose as well. Okay. So I'm going to pick one card in this deck, not just for Aries, but I want to set the intention for all 12 zodiac signs and beyond, if that makes sense. Because there's always like, oh, there should be 13 zodiacs. So I don't know. That's where that and beyond came from. So here we go. Setting the intent for a general message for all 12 signs related to money and the law of attraction. This is how this popped out. This is how we feel within ourselves, the way that we talk to ourselves, that inner voice, our inner chatter. May it be positive, may it be about growth, may it be about no fluff. It's just being real, but it's uplifting to ourselves. And this is like the general message. My what is need not influence my what is becoming. My what is need not influence my what is coming. So my what is need not influence my what is coming. So whatever you feel you need, this is how I'm interpreting it. What I feel I need right now, I'm not going to allow that to influence what is coming. What is has no bearing on what is coming unless you are continually regurgitating the story of what is by thinking and speaking more of how you really want your life to be. You allow what you are currently living to be the jumping off place for so much more. But if you speak predominantly of what is, then you still jump off, but you jump off into more of the same. So basically just speaking power to what you want in the future. You already know what your reality is right now, right? The what is. But your what is has no control, and you shouldn't give it control over what is coming for you. So this number is 42. Card number 42. And in numerology it's a 6, okay? All right. So I know 6 in different traditions, so I haven't messed with 6 in numerology. Let me look it up for traditional numerology, because I always think of 6 as opening doors, right? More of an African tradition, more like 6 as opening doors and a new path, right? Kind of like the new moon's coming up. So it's the new moon, and you can open new thought or a new opportunity, right? So I like to think of 6 as that. So I totally forget completely what 6 means in numerology, traditional, or that. So all right, so they're going into like house, what it means for your home. So let's see, that's a life path number. Okay, so for the life path number, unconditional love, okay, healing and nurturing, okay, and 6 teaches you about compassion and having empathy. And I've been learning this new thought that I want to share with you guys about compassion and empathy, and is to not allow having so much empathy to ruin your day or to make you so sad. It's good to have compassion and it's good to have empathy, but you have to be careful with the empathy, because then that could sidetrack you from your goals for your day. It could really make you even so sad, you know. And sometimes when you hear something sad, you have to grieve, or it hits you because you've experienced it before, or you have a fear of it, or you recognize that that would be horrible if it was a personal situation that happened to you. So 6 is really teaching us, even though we're trying to achieve things that we want in life, 6 is here to teach us to really have unconditional love for ourselves, but also not blocking our heart chakra on our strive, on our climb to the top, to our goals, to have love, unconditional love, healing, to be nurturing, and do that to yourself, right? But also be like a beacon of that. I don't want to say light. Well, you can be a light, but being a light seems to take on too much responsibility. But just be that essence, so that you attract that energy around you, and no one can really suck off your energy or take your energy, right? Your compassion, you have empathy. Okay, and it also represents the energy of Mother Earth, of Gaia. Okay, that's the term they use, you know, Mother Earth, the original, the Earth, right? The Earth will always be. The Earth is going to outlast all of us. And I think that's a very good message to end with. So I think this video is going to be the longest of all the the tarot reading video, but I think it needed to be. It's going to take a long time to upload. But I feel like this is just opening a new way of being. Okay. So thank you guys for watching. And oh, here's another one, which it goes in line with the 4th house. 6 represents family, home, harmony, nurturing, and idealism. Okay, like it's a foundation of family and harmony in the home, and healing and nurturing. Okay, so it's a serious responsibility, you know, being a parent and caring for someone and protecting someone, you know, and then having time for yourself. So being a parent is very powerful, and the most important work we can do as humans, as living beings. If we don't do that right, everything else is off, right? So I hope you guys like this video, and click like, share, try to have a good April, and enjoy it with family and friends, or by yourself, but enjoy it.